Hi, everybody. It's Miss Sopiarz-Rianda. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. Also, thank you so much for your cooperation last week with your sub, Mrs. Myers. I know it's kind of strange for you to have a substitute teacher, but it is a lot like a brick and mortar classroom where when I'm unavailable for a little while that you have someone to help you out. And so if you have any questions about anything last week that Mrs. Myers wasn't able to help you with, please contact me like always, okay? Well, what we are doing this week is we are continuing our study of bias, and we are going to be starting actually the biggest paper that you've been writing so far this semester. You're going to be starting your argumentative essay this week. Last week you started conducting research. This week you're going to be doing even more research. You're not going to be writing the paper this week. You are going to be doing your topic selection and all of your research with a works cited page as well. So lots of work to do this week. Even though there's only 2 assignments that are due, you're going to be doing all of your research this week and all of your writing next week. Okay, I did want to point out over here on the right hand side, to be successful in this class, you do not click on this list of assignments here on the right hand side, because it'll take you directly just to the assignment and won't give you the content. In order to be successful in this class, you need to always click on materials and navigate through the session that way. Another thing I wanted to point out to you on the right hand side here are parent-teacher conferences. If you can believe it, we are halfway through October. We are halfway through this semester. And for those of you that are working hard and engaging and submitting assignments and using my feedback and trucking along, you are great job. For those that are not, and you know who you are, it's not too late, but now is the time to get into gear. So it's your responsibility to reach out to me. I've been reaching out to most of you, all of you that are needing assistance in this class, and now's the time to kick it into high gear, you guys. You still have time, and I want to help you be successful in this class, but you need to contact me. On Tuesday is part of that connection. So parent-teacher conferences is virtual on that day from 6 to 8 p.m. And I know might sound weird. You've never done a parent-teacher conference virtual, but it is very easily done. Your parent would click on this link anytime between 6 to 6:45 on Tuesday night, and they would be directed into a conference room where it's basically a waiting room. And when it's their turn, I would invite them into a private conference room where we would talk and look at your grades, and I would hope that you would come with them if you can, and then we would get a plan together for you. So if you do come to the parent-teacher conferences, or your parent does attend, you will receive extra credit. So that is a little perk there. Conferences will not be longer than 10 minutes just because virtual parent-teacher conferences are very popular. I get a big crowd. So conferences can't be any longer than 10 minutes. And if they are, then we can just schedule another time where we can chat. And if your parent or guardian cannot make the virtual parent-teacher conference, if you want to come to a good old face-to-face parent-teacher conference, then Wednesday at the Jeffco Ed Center from 6 to 8 o'clock, I will be there. Again, you'll get a couple extra bonus points if your parent and or you come to parent-teacher conferences face-to-face. If you come to both, hey, great, even better. Okay? But the bottom line is that I would love to chat with you. I'd love to chat with your parent guardian, especially if you're struggling in this class, because it's not too late. It's never too late. And as long as you're willing to put in the effort and put in the work, then I will help you be successful in this class. But you've got to start it too. Okay? So let's get going. We've got a lot to talk about. So you're clicking on materials as always. And you can see we're going to be working for the next 2 weeks. We're going to be working on grappling with claims, focusing particularly on writing an argumentative essay and how we grapple with those claims. So click on Unit 3, Session 2, and I did something a little different in this session. I gave you the recommended timeline right here, okay? And even though you'll see that there's only 2 assignments, you are doing the bulk of your research in this session. Last week, again, you did some research on topics, and you're going to be doing that even more this week. So on Monday, you're going to be watching this video, hopefully on Monday. You're going to start brainstorming a topic for your paper, and then you're going to scroll through all the pages for the next week to know what's coming. On Tuesday, you should select and finalize and select a paper topic. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you should be doing research on your topic for about 60 to 90 minutes. And you'll see the recommendations in the curriculum, and start working on your works cited page and submitting your works cited page on Friday. Okay, so even though, again, only 2 assignments, but all you're doing this week is research, because next week you will be reviewing, you will be starting writing your argumentative essay. So, hey, this is what this essay is all about. Who doesn't love a great argument? I remember in the 9th grade, I would love to argue with anyone who would give me the time of day. And there is an art to it. It's like a teenager's dream, right? So what you'll do is you'll use this resource as a brief guide to writing an argumentative essay, and look at these 3 examples, models of student argumentative essays. This is the expectation for your essays. Then you'll click Next, and you'll start choosing your topic. Oop, where am I going here? Okay, so there are a list of topics here that I've given you, and over here you can choose whatever topic you feel you want to research, because you have to be passionate about what you're going to be writing about. You're going to be writing an argumentative essay. So if you don't like the topic, you're not going to write a good paper. You're going to write a good paper if you are passionate and involved in your topic. So before you decide, you spend a minimum of an hour researching a few of the topics that appeal to you. Use trusted sources such as 60 Minutes and other resources here, okay? Do not Google. You will not get the information you need from Google. So after you choose a topic, then in the Dropbox, let me know what your topic is. After you've selected your topic, now it's time to do the research, okay? You begin the research, and I've given you lots of great resources here, you guys. Be sure to read through this, very detailed and very important. Do not just Google. You guys are in high school, and this is your next step in academic research. So remember to use good sources and evaluate the information for quality, just like you were evaluating the information in the last session about bias reporting. Same thing. You need to make sure the information is quality. Find experts in the field and find solid statistics that help your argument. Make sure to keep a log of every site you visit and where you got your information. Again, make sure to keep a log of every site you visit and where you got your information. While you're researching, you may use Citation Machine, just click on that link, or easybib.com to help plan your works cited page. This is a step-by-step process. Do not save all this research for the last minute. Do a little bit every single day. Get all the information you need, and then, as you go from site to site, start inputting it to the Citation Machine or easybib.com. Okay? The 2 files on this page provide formatting guidelines and research options. Please, please, please use them. Okay? This is an example of what a works cited MLA example document looks like. Be sure to look at page 12 down here of a sample paper for a look at the correctly formatted works cited page. Also, please keep in mind that there's a great deal of junk out there on the internet. I expect you to use legitimate resources. And if you want to know what legitimate is, then you can look on this site right here. Okay? So after you've done all your research on your topic and have created and have looked at what a works cited MLA document looks like, and I'll pull it up for you. This is what it would look like. Okay? This is the example. So be sure that you're formatting correctly. It gives you the type of source here, an example, and then how you would do it an in-text citing when you were actually writing your paper. Okay? And here is a online resource for students that, again, I'll pull up so you can look at. And this is a great resource of all the different resources that you can use that are legitimate, that are not Google, basically, to help you with your research. So once you have done your research, created your works cited page, this is where you submit your works cited document. And then you are all done for this week, because next week we are going to be writing your argumentative essay, and you're going to be submitting your argumentative essay into turnitin.com, which I'll go over more next week. I'll actually make this available to you a little earlier, just because this is a really meaty next 2 weeks that you'll be doing. If you have any questions, please let me know.